Michael, will Michael have another love interest? Yeah, he's got a lot to sort out. So we'll see. He, but he's. How does your wife like this season? She has only seen the first one, and she doesn't want to see anything. She just wants to watch it like a viewer. So I hope she likes it. I don't know if she'll live tweet. I haven't asked her, but she'll be around, and she's going to go down to Comic-Con, and she'll take a bunch of pictures again, like she did last season, and she'll always be around. She's got her own shows going, and she's a busy lady. Will Nicole keep posting pics like last season? Her pics rock. Yes. Yeah, she's going to have a ton. Father leaving, is that something you hope to resolve? Not until the very end. Season hopefully 7 would be. It'll be something we learn more and more and more and more about, but we won't, you won't, it'll be one of the big mysteries that gets solved over the life of the show. Are there nuclear weapons still floating around? Yes, there are, but what's interesting about it is that the angels really saw Earth as a paradise and really saw what we did to it, or what they believe we did to it, as a blasphemy. So when they came here, that's one of the reasons why the majority of lower angels and higher angels and archangels, they don't use our weapons. Some, here and there, but like in general, they don't. They don't destroy our world basically with giant bombs, or so they have not touched any of that, even though they could have. And so really the world has not gone through a nuclear holocaust. It has not gone through any of that because we didn't have the time to launch any of those weapons. And the reality is everybody was getting possessed all around everyone else, so there was no one to shoot them at. It was happening all over the world at the same moment. So the world is actually, outside of these cities where all the eight balls live, it's probably better off than it's ever been. What you can mention about how Mike will do in his new journey. He's coming off a really tough season where he did a couple horrible things at the end of the season, and he's in a dark place. He's feeling outcast and dejected and guilty. So he's got a lot to work out, and his journey will be over the course of the season. Except way, way, way less people on the planet, yes. Way more angels, way more eight balls than actual human beings. What's the meaning of the word? It means dominion over oneself, dominion over the planet, dominion over the angels. Actually, they asked me to come up with a new title, and I came up with. I remember where we were sitting in bed. Put it in the list of titles that I sent to the network, and that was the one they jumped onto. Wife for the win, yeah. What happens to the angels encased in amber? It basically maintains their body, so they don't. They don't break down. They're basically almost like in cryogenic stasis. They're like frozen. Breaking stories, it just means you sit in a room and you say, especially if you've already done a few episodes, so you're tracking off of the stories that are already in motion. You say, okay, what's going on this episode? Well, Michael's doing this, Alex is doing this. This is where we need them to be at this point in the season. And you just start throwing ideas up on the board, and then you slowly start to distill them and pick the good ones and create the journeys that you want that hit the right character and thematic notes in the beginning at this point in the season, if it's an episode 6 or an episode 9. and then you start to distill it. And then once you have it all up on the board on basically cards, then you break it out and you write an outline. I hope we go to Comic-Cons in other places. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I knew where the story was going to end, and we did work backwards somewhat. Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, we've almost done an hour, amazingly. Can angels die? Yes, they can. And right now, it's unclear as to where they go because we don't know what's happening with God in heaven. Thanks, Jana. Well, this was fun, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. And July 9th, 10 p.m., 9 Central. Season 10 p.m., 9 Central. Season 2. And if you come to Comic-Con, come say hello to me because I'll be there presenting the first 2 episodes. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. Bye.